What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is going on, everybody? Danny Huckins here, man. 1/3 of We Are Wrestling, man. We got some interesting stuff we're going to be talking about. But first, let's introduce this man over here with his green sunglasses, man. The Asian sensation, Ben. What's
We
going
Are
on?
Wrestling's most hated right now.
What was I supposed to care about that last statement? Do I get paid enough for it? Do I get paid at all? Yes, I do. And it's all because of the clicks that you guys give us. So regardless, whether you hate or love, don't matter. I'm the content creator. You are the viewer. So realistically, you're here for us, not us for you. But that's a discussion for another time. For the loyal We Are Wrestling Maniacs, what is going on? Ben, the third here, the residential asshole of the entire fucking group. We got some exciting extra news for you guys today. But before we get into all of that, Don, please elaborate what these marks and sewer rats need to fucking do. So we can get paid, you know.
If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers, the best way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button now, turning on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO, and of course, you already know, the grind is real.
Yeah.
And I definitely recommend you to subscribe because you can be on Ben's good side.
I don't fucking care what side they're on. I'm still going to speak my truth, boy.
So, this week on Extras, we are going to be talking about the reports from PW Insider. They were the first ones to report this. It looks like AJ Styles will be bringing some old friends back to WWE.
Because he desperately fucking needs them.
The Good Brothers are heading to WWE.
Good Brothers? What kind of fucking name is that? I'm sorry, but that's just absolute atrocious. Like, that's basically being Lucha House Party.
Luke Gallows.
Festus?
You mean fake? Yeah, Festus. Yeah, you mean that dude, Festus, and fucking this guy, fucking Howie Mandel. Those guys are fucking coming back.
Well, don't forget about Fake Kane. He was Fake Kane in
No, he was Festus.
Before Festus, he was Fake
No,
Kane.
he was Festus.
Oh, I remember the Festus, and then when the bell rang, he went crazy. All right, so the first thing I want to know is your guys' thoughts on these reports. Would you guys like to see these guys back in WWE?
I've actually been talking about it for a while. And this has nothing to do with AJ Styles. AJ Styles, phenomenal performer. He hasn't really been booked, the way he should be. And I feel like he lost a lot of momentum. Well, I mean, before the Good Brothers got released, he was in a match with the Undertaker's last match. I mean, after the Good Brothers got released, he's pretty much, they didn't know where to put him. He was feuding with Omos and tag teaming with Omos for whatever fucking reason. I just feel like he lost a lot of momentum.
He is bland, bro. It's not like he's a good in-ring performer. Yes, his mic skills are unprecedented. Yes, but it's the same damn thing with no fucking change. So where's the excitement in that alone? Why should I be excited about AJ Styles?
Well, there isn't going to be no excitement when the man's literally working with PWI's friggin' top 3 worst wrestlers and Omos. There's going to be no excitement there.
No, of course, but at the same time, it's just sad as fuck that we have a supposed legend like AJ Styles having to crutch on these two lackluster individuals coming back. He is a first-class Hall of Famer, but what has he done recently other than team with fucking Omos?
Not AJ Styles' fault that friggin' Vince McMahon doesn't know how to friggin' book a damn show.
And Triple H has been fucking in charge for 3 months now. Where's the change?
Him versus Finn
Omos
Balor.
is barely on TV.
Bro.
Okay, yeah, him versus Finn Balor, but what kind of match is that?
I don't know. I have a feeling that AJ Styles and the Good Brothers, I feel like this is going to be the War Games match, I think.
Oh,
with
great,
Judgment
another
Day.
fucking sleeper.
I think we're going to get Judgment Day versus
Catch me on live stream,
Ray,
just fucking
Edge. I think this is going to be the match. My thoughts on, them bringing back the Good Brothers, I think this is great because, one, the tag team division, we all can say, the last few years it's been... So, bringing
now we got
legitimate
another
tag team back, I think, is a great move because they are, continuing now to pretty much build their tag team divisions so that the Usos get friggin' good rivalries and they get better matchups instead of going against two guys that were just paired up randomly together. I think Triple H, bringing legitimate tag teams back is a great thing. And I think, they were booked pretty good when Paul Heyman was running things with the OC. I
Till
think
fucking
Triple
AJ
H would
Styles
definitely
decided
be
to
able to
cry
use these
about it.
guys better.
And he cried about it, thinking, blaming Paul Heyman this, Paul Heyman that. And honestly, I don't know what the fuck is true, but I mean, dude, if you're that fucking, like, I get loyalty to your friends. I understand that. I'm loyal to you guys 100%. But when you are a decorative superstar as you are, why are you fucking crying about a couple mid-carders? Like, I get, again, loyalty to your friends, but to cry about it and ruin any possible push and chance that you have with Paul Heyman, who is one of the most creative individuals in this business that you could possibly be aligned with, and you fuck your chance up like that when he was literally the reason that you were getting booked so good for a while, and you shit on it for these two guys that have... honestly, in my opinion, I think Luke Gallows...
who expressed frustrations? Like, who are
AJ.
you, like, talking about? AJ?
AJ, he was trying to fucking bury Paul Heyman, saying that he has something to do with it, when in reality, it's Vince's fucking call. It doesn't matter what Paul Heyman may or may not have done. I don't know the truth, but regardless, you just fucking brought your career backwards over maybe one talented fucking dude and the other dude who has less talent than Heath Slater's jockstrap. So I'm just saying, dude, you fucking did it to yourself. So no, I don't have any excitement for AJ Styles right now at all until he fucking becomes a main event player again. I'm not excited for it. And I'm going to give you my honest thoughts because I refuse to conform. Continue.
Yeah, so I think, bringing these guys back, like, for me, like, I'm looking at it also not from, like, storyline-wise, which I'll get into, but I'm looking at this from, the tag team side of things, because, like, ever since Triple H has, took the driving seat with creativity, I've noticed the tag team division has gotten a lot friggin' stronger, and I'm very excited to see that.
Yep.
Very excited.
Spot on.
With,
I love the direction they're going.
I gotta say, Butch and Ridge Hollins as a tag team, they're pretty good.
I'm starting to grow on them.
I really like, how they brought, Hit Row. They have the two members there being a tag team with, B-Fab as like the valet, which, works out. The Street Profits, they have more different matchups they get to do now. And I'm really liking... Oh, and also remind you, the new debut of Santos Escobar and his faction. We have,
so
those two
Andrade is
that are
coming
a tag
soon.
team. Imperium, the tag team,
Fucking
like, the sky is the limit.
glorious.
Very excited.
I love Imperium, dude.
It just amazes me that with all the new tag teams that have, resurfaced over the last couple of months, it doesn't seem like any of them are interested in going against the Usos. It just is. Am I the only one that gets that?
I think
No,
they're trying to build. I think they're trying to build the tag teams.
I do 100% understand your. I do understand what you're saying, and I also I do see what Don is saying as well, because that's literally it. Like, I think it is. There is a kind of a unspoken thing that no tag team really wants to go against the Usos, but it's also a very real thing that they are trying to rebuild the tag team division and make it strong and prominent again, so as like, an actual division and not just random ass fucking superstars being thrown together because they need something quick,
Exactly.
So I really have to say,
women's division.
But I'm not fucking stoked for Anderson and fucking Luke Gallows to come over. I mean, like, cool, it adds to the roster. I guess, they're a pretty decent, established tag team, but they're boring, man. They're boring. And that's what's getting me, is I can't get past that thought of them just being bland, bro. Like, I can see, I guess, the appeal in the superstars themselves, but as a tag team, I just think they're fucking boring, man. They're boring.
I could see them having I could see them having somewhat of a feud with like the Viking Raiders or
something like that.
Obviously with them being two big guys, they work a slower, methodical pace. You got to kind of have other tag teams that they would be good in the ring with. You know what I mean? You can't have Gallows and Anderson in the ring with somebody like Ricochet. You know what I mean? Because the match won't look that good.
It won't click. That's the thing I gotta say about this. Like, I do agree. I think they are boring when it's just them. I feel like they need to have a guy like AJ Styles or Kenny Omega or Young Bucks. Like, they need to be, like, with people. And
At this point,
the only way
I
this
agree.
works is if they, bring back the OC with AJ Styles.
And that's what I'm
Because
saying. They need each
they
other.
had something going.
They need
Mm.
each other, and that's a blessing, but it's also a fucking curse because it shows that you can't stand on your own. And AJ Styles, the fact that he needs a tag team to be really at the top and relevant again
I wouldn't
is
say-
unfortunate.
But look, I wouldn't say that's sad because I can give you a
It
good
is.
example here about a guy that you really like that I felt like, didn't really
Who?
do well without Scarlett, and that's Karrion Cross.
That's a
felt like
fact.
she
I
really
backed you
helped
up.
him a lot.
I backed
That's
you up
true.
on that 100%. But AJ Styles is a main event caliber star. What the fuck is he doing? Wasting his time, dude. He's literally nearing the end of his career. Get your last singles run in, man. Make it worth something. Chase after the fucking clouds again. Do not waste any more time putting people over that are having a
but
hard
that-
time
but
getting
AJ
over
Styles-
themselves.
Man,
Where
when
I-
AJ Styles is a heel, having those guys help him and bail him out of like situations.
Yeah.
But then
that's
again,
the
what is
stuff
he
right
without
there.
them now? But what is he without them now? What has he been without them? Lackluster. And that is a fucking shame for somebody like AJ Styles.
I will
That's
say,
why I'm not excited. They're taking
I kind
away
of
from him.
I kind of agree with both of you. I agree with Ben in the fact that AJ does, he's technically at the prime of his career when you really think about it. I mean, how many
Yeah.
guys are in their 40s and they're like, they're
Mhm.
just getting going. I mean,
There's
look at
only
Randy
a few.
Orton. You know what I mean?
There's only a few.
But I do like what Donnie had to say because if AJ Styles, like, say you put him in somewhat of a title program with like Roman Reigns, obviously we know the Usos and Solo Sikoa and Sami Zayn, they like to get involved and they like to help Roman. I feel like with Anderson and Gallows with AJ Styles, I feel like it'll be an even playing field.
And they have the history to back it up with all the years in New Japan. And even in
Mhm.
WWE, they were aligned together for, quite a while as well.
Yeah.
And again, I get history is a thing, but at the same time, if
important.
you blend too much history with each other, it can clash, and it really does take away from each side of the product. And to throw him randomly back with the tag team again that he's just familiarized with, I feel like is a bad move too soon.
Here's a hot take that I do have about Gallows and Anderson that
Okay.
I do want to talk about on here. Honestly, if I were them, I would pick AEW over WWE.
Oh,
As
absolutely.
crazy as it sounds. I know the OC. I'm excited for the OC to reunite because I think that's what AJ Styles needs to just, light that fire under his ass to really, catapult into that main event picture again. But with AEW, the reason why I would like to see them there is because of the Elite. Especially, now that Bobby Fish is friggin' in Impact, friggin' wrestling in front of 20 people. Literally, like, now with the Elite, the only people that make sense to, be a part of the storyline would be the Good Brothers and Marty Scurll. And we all know Marty Scurll isn't going to be going on any
Stupidest
big promotion
fucking
anytime
name
soon
on the planet.
because of the
What kind
speaking out allegations. But I really think that he would just be a better fit over there because of the history.
The
with
name's a
Omega
better
and
fit
Bullet
over there
Club.
too.
But you also have to look at the
Good
amount of
Brothers.
time the
Ooh.
amount of time AEW does not have on television.
Good
If
Brothers.
those he went to AEW, they wouldn't really be showcased.
Not
that
gonna
much.
lie, I really liked the way that they were booking them when Kenny Omega was the world champion. When they were doing like the stuff with Impact and the Good Brothers, I thought were booked really well, and they had
Like
solid
nails on a
tag team
chalkboard.
matches.
Well,
throughout
that
the
was
show.
then. That was then. This is now. The roster wasn't nearly as stacked as it
And it
as
fit
it
perfect
is
in the
today.
Elite, man. They fit perfect in there.
Good Brothers.
They
is
were
such
able
a
to be
horrible
themselves,
name.
and they were able to stand out.
I'd
That's
rather
something that
them in.
WWE never really gave them the platform to do.
I'd rather them in WWE with AJ Styles. What if?
I'm excited though to see him with AJ.
What
Styles.
if AJ Styles and the OC take on Bray Wyatt and his new faction, especially if they have somebody like Eric Redbeard or Strowman?
Boring. That would be fucking boring.
No, it
Try
wouldn't.
again.
Try again.
I would love to see AJ Styles and Bray Wyatt have a feud.
Yeah,
They
Not
feud
gonna
maybe
a
if
lie,
Bray,
if
lot.
they
maybe
book
if
it
AJ,
properly, that would be pretty good.
yeah, with the
But I
want
want
to
to see Judgment Day right now. Judgment Day and the OC. Just
I
because
wanna
of the
see
history of
fucking
Finn
AJ
Balor with,
Styles.
the OC. I think
I
that
want-
there's a lot there.
So you know what I want to
For
know?
a diehard fan.
You want to know what I want to know? What kind of fucking name is the Good Brothers? It's like naming your team the fucking Young Bucks by having a receding hairline. That's
Come on,
literally
don't
all it
disrespect
is. Like
Danny
it's
like that.
no, I'm not disrespecting Danny. What's his name? Matt Jackson? Is he the one with the fucking horseshoe fucking
Oh, I thought that was
receding
Nick
hairline?
Jackson. I don't
Nick
even know.
Jackson? Whatever one. But regardless, do not call yourself the Young Bucks when you are basically fucking midlife crisis bucks. It's like I don't understand. Like Good Brothers, where does that originate? I'm genuinely asking a question. Like, where does that originate?
It's a term that they use for all their friends or whatever. They call AJ Styles a good brother. They have the Good Brothers podcast. Like it's just like a
No, it's
phrase or
called
whatever. It's like a catchphrase.
talking. It's like the talking shop. I think that's what they call
Oh.
the podcast.
Well, I know they have it's like sort of like a Good Brothers, sort of like a slogan for them. Like they call everybody that they're friends with, or close with, or have some kind of history with a good brother.
They're all friends, Ben.
Kumbaya.
Just like us.
Ben's
Would you
mind
like a
is so
fucking
blown
handshake?
right now.
It's like Timon and Pumbaa.
It's fucking stupid is what it is, and it's just absolutely lackluster. And it just, I mean, honestly, if anything, the name fits. It's a very fucking lukewarm name for a very lukewarm tag team.
Well, I don't think they're gonna be the Good Brothers in WWE. I think
No, they're
just,
gonna be the
They were called the Club,
OC.
right, in WWE?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they
Some-
couldn't.
I think it was the original club because that's what
Yeah,
OC
the
means.
original
So.
club.
Original
See, I missed that.
cunts.
Plus, they had a really cool entrance too back then.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like when they were still in WWE, AJ Styles fought Undertaker. It was a cinematic match, but it was still Undertaker's very last match,
And they had the
last
Good
time
Brothers
he
in
ever
there
competed.
somehow, and they did pretty good.
Exactly. And then the minute that Vince released the OC, AJ Styles, it's like they didn't know where to place AJ.
I feel like it was a punishment for his fucking like behavior or some shit. I don't know, but that's just what it feels like. And
As
they
far
just
as I know,
haven't
One more
AJ's been
thing
a
I'm gonna add
model
about
employee.
what I was gonna say. So I know
Or
I did
was.
say I would rather have the Good Brothers in AEW over WWE, but that's the thing. I don't mind them being in WWE. That's the part I do want to add because I do think that lights a fire under AJ's ass if they come back to WWE. But for me, like if I'm picking, I just really like the work that he did with the Elite. And that's why, I would pick the AEW a little bit over WWE. Not by a lot, though.
Yeah, but we
By
also
all
need to
means, they
get
can go
AJ.
there.
We also need to get AJ and one more title shot
That should
before
be
he
fucking
hangs up.
priority. That should be the priority. 100%.
You
It's
accept
getting harder and harder, man, with all
you
these
expect
people
him-
coming back.
You expect him being one man taking on all the members of the bloodline that are gonna get involved in Roman's match.
Hot
He needs
take.
he needs to have backup.
Here's a hot take. How about they just go? How about all three of them just fucking go to AEW, including AJ?
I would
Why
love
do,
that.
why can't they just fucking all go to
Bro,
AEW?
imagine what Tony Khan would do with
They
AJ
fucking
Styles
need it.
versus
You're
Samoa
making
Joe.
an AEW. I'm an AEW fucking diehard fan, man. You're making
Yeah,
me friggin'
there's a name for that. It's
really-
called Mark, and I'm glad that you finally
You're
admitted
making
it.
me,
But at the
like,
same
you're
time,
making me into a mark right now.
you are a
saying
Mark.
that.
You never knew this,
You're a WWE mark.
dude. You actually want to know where you can find the biggest mark in the entire fucking planet?
I know where.
No, but I would rather AJ just fucking pack up and go to AEW because I feel like he needs a world title around his waist, and I feel like that one would look really good around his waist, and I feel like he would
that
fit
world
in
title
terms
would
of
look so good.
pro wrestling style. I feel like he would fit that stage very well, and they need the star power. So ultimately, I feel like they should just let him go because they don't really have anything for him.
I don't know,
Hot
bro.
take.
Like
They all need to go to AEW.
AEW has been doing over 1 million viewers steady every single week the last 2 months.
And that's
Yeah.
crazy without the Elite,
Ever
without
since the
CM Punk.
scrum. That's why. It's
Without
all for the
CM Punk.
drama, not
It
for the
fucking
fucking
worked.
story.
Bro, if these guys do not fucking try to spin this around and make
Fucking-
money off of it, they're fucking idiots.
They're fucking idiots. I know. I got you, man.
Punk, the Bunks, Kenny Omega, everybody that was involved.
Punks the
They don't-
Bunks. Punks the Bunks. You mean Punks the Bucks, Kenny Omega? Jesus fucking Christ, Dan. Why?
I'm tired, bro.
See, I told you their
I'm
fucking
tired,
their name
man.
is stupid. The Bucks, the Bunk. You know what a bunk? You know what bunk stands? What another word for bunk is? Sex.
All right, we're gonna leave it as that.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section below what you guys, think about. Let us know in the comment section below what you guys, think about.
It makes sense with the tights.
What you guys think about the Good Brothers coming back to WWE. If you guys enjoyed, this extra, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. The links are down in the description below. You can go follow all of our social medias and other YouTube pages, all that down below. Danny will be doing a watch along to Raw tonight. Definitely don't want to miss that. And I'll be doing my reactions, of course. Don't want to miss that. That will be on the We Are Wrestling.
And I'll be trolling in all the comments.
To all the We Are Wrestling maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.